name is Meyer, and I was diagnosed with an ependymoma. It was from my brain stem all the way down to a T5, but my scar goes down to T7. And I was diagnosed with an ependymoma on June 21st of 2023. It was a shocker. I didn't know anything about it. No tumors have ever been in my family. The reason why I got checked was because my balance was so bad. Slowly, over the course of like 2 weeks, just couldn't walk. I was not stable and I was extremely weak. I couldn't raise my arms above my head. And I went to the beach with my mom and I could barely make it back up to the car. And so my mom was like, you have to go to the ER. And we were going in for my leg. And then they did an MRI, but it lasted about an hour. And then I went back to the room with my parents and they told me I had a tumor. I went to Porter in Valpo and they were like, we have to transfer you to somewhere different. You can either go to Indy or you can go to Chicago. We chose Chicago Northwestern. I stayed there for 3 days getting more MRIs, CT scans, everything. They still didn't know what it was. They knew it was a tumor. They were like, this is the biggest one we've ever seen. I was like, oh, that's not something you want to hear. But I still wasn't nervous or anything. I think I scared everyone else because of how calmly I was reacting. I met with my spinal surgeon and my neurosurgeon. They kind of gave me the base plan of what they wanted to do. And originally, because of how big it was, they thought that they were gonna have to do 2 surgeries. It ended up being only 1 surgery, and it lasted about 19 hours, I think. It was really long. When I woke up, I was intubated. I was basically paralyzed from the waist down. That lasted for over a month. I relearned to walk, to move my arms, brush my teeth. Literally every basic thing you would think that's easy became extremely difficult for me. My surgeons were incredibly impressed with how quickly I recovered. Because an ependymoma is a pediatric tumor, they were like, you should have noticed this way earlier. But I was 18 and I'm 20 now. I'll be 2 years tumor-free in July. Symptoms didn't start appearing until like 2 weeks before I went. But my weakness and my stability completely vanished over the 2 weeks right before my diagnosis. That's why they were so confused at how long I went without noticing it. But so far, all of my scans have been clear. So surgery was the only thing I had to do. I did look it up once they told me what it was, but there's not much out there. It's just a unique experience having to do this kind of blindly, not really knowing. I love the community that it's around. Everyone is so kind and they understand on a different level because they've been through it. It's changed my life in a lot of ways. It's severed my independence a lot. With the symptoms I'm left with now after surgery, there's so much I can do, but there's also things I can't do. I haven't been able to go to college yet because I have no sensation in my hands or my arms. I have dexterity issues and I can't look down for long periods of time. I can't really cook for myself. That's changed my life in a lot of ways, where I used to be so independent with cooking or even doing my hair with hot tools. Thankfully, I have a very good support group and they have supported me through the whole thing, helping me laugh through it all. I never had a moment where I felt like they would leave because of it. So I was really grateful just to have friends that understand me. I would say to someone that's newly diagnosed that it's okay to go through every emotion. I know for me, I felt like I had to put on a brave face for my family specifically, but I think also allowing yourself those moments to be mad about your diagnosis too was really helpful for me, because I was like, this sucks and I shouldn't have to go through this. And telling myself that made a difference in okay, I can get through it though. I'm mad about it, but I can adapt. Raising awareness is really important to me because of the lack of information we have, and getting more people to understand how important it is the key to everything. I tell my friends and my family that sometimes it doesn't even feel like it happened. So it's hard to wrap my head around the fact that I did go through such a traumatic thing. Life can really change within an instant. I was just a regular teen living life, and that all changed within 2 weeks. And I think just not taking life for granted. I think the butterflies are a perfect representation of hope and just growth and change. It's the perfect way to just symbolize how strong someone can be. I just want to keep living life as bright as I can.